Welcome, 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 everyone. It is good to see you again. I've got my friend Nicole Angelika Panzer from Lov-me, and we are having our monthly check-in, our business updates, how our businesses are going, what we're up to, and where we are at. How are you doing, Nicole?
Good, good. Thank you. Very good. How are you doing, Nina?
Yeah, good. It's been like a little bit of a strange 2 weeks, and I think people need to like catch your latest recording because I think you at the end you explain exactly like what's going on, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. And now this week is the first time I'm slowly feeling that, like, not that things weren't like working and in rhythm, but like now it just feels like it's gone back into like that easeful flow. So that's why I'm super excited to be chatting with you, because I mean we wanted to do this last week and things happened. It was just like a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Good.
Nice, nice. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling like you're coming back to center, kind of everything's starting to flow again in a more smoother manner because
Yeah.
it can be unsettling when you're feeling a little all over the place.
Exactly, exactly. And it's, this is, I think, definitely what happens at the change of the season. And that's why I love like implementing like the seasonal resets into the work that I'm doing. Because I think when you've got a little bit of support structure to just help and catch you and guide you, that it becomes a little less stressful and you have less chance. Sorry, I'm just letting the dog out because he is King Canute. You've got less chance of like falling off the bandwagon completely. Like, it might not be perfect in the way that you envision your day going or your week going or whatnot, but at least if you've got certain structures in place, you can just kind of keep the bare minimums going. And then once the energy kind of like is over and done, you actually just keep going and keep progressing and moving forward. So what I'd love to know is, you were one of our guest speakers on the seasonal reset this time, and you also participated a little. Like, what did you enjoy about that week? Like, what were your takeaways? Because it's always nice to hear from someone else.
Yeah, it was really beautiful, and I was very grateful to have been a part of it because, of course, as many of you know, I've also just come back to Cape Town again. So um, the seasonal reset really helped me to kind of bring things in alignment. Um, Although I couldn't give my 100% to it, it was even helpful just to give the 50%. And that's also what I loved about what you were saying in the seasonal reset, is that you are here to be held, to be in a space where you are given guidance if you need it. And even if you only wake up in the morning and choose one different thing for the day, that's okay. And I mean, it so takes the pressure off, you know. So a lot of people that I actually had wanted to invite to the seasonal reset, um, a lot of their comments were like, oh no, it's going to be too structured. Oh no, like I can't put another thing on my plate. And I actually just want to say to those people, and I'm sure you'll know who you are, that actually it was probably just what you needed, because it was just what I needed. And even though the only thing that I really managed to change was not to have coffee that week, because when I'm already so in my vata, the coffee throws me even more out of my vata, and then I spin around like the Tasmanian devil. Um, and that alone, and just getting together with you ladies and having a chat, and in the Zoom meeting, going into the separate rooms and just kind of checking in with the next person, seeing how they're doing, what's working for them. And it's amazing because you'll get like tips like, oh my gosh, yes, I should try that, or when you sharing your side, the other person, might have the same reaction. And just again, a reminder that we're not doing this on our own. I think that most of these things can become quite on the to-do list, like But when you know you have somebody else that you're doing it with, it's kind of like, okay, you know, we're in this together, we're in this as a group, and we're not hard on each other. Nobody's judging anybody. It's just, it's that container that you were talking about. It's that, let's flow through this change together. Yeah, it was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
Look
you
forward
for,
to the next one.
yeah, thank you for sharing that and making that, you know, so, you know, giving your viewpoint, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a container, like a group of women who come together from all different kind of like backgrounds and where they're at, and like, you know, some are single moms and some have 3 kids and some are retirees and some are busy starting their business and some are trying to come out of their business and sell their, like, everyone is in a different space, but we all can come together and learn from one another. And like you're saying, you know, when we're in our little breakout rooms and sharing, okay, this is the one thing that I'm going to focus on this week because this is what I've got capacity for, because I'm traveling, or I've got a whole load of kids' birthdays that I'm doing, and I'm going to focus on just doing like hydration this week. Like this is it. Or I'm going to focus on like my intermittent fasting, like just one thing. And like you were saying, like yours was coffee. And I think you were also chatting with Carolyn in one of the calls, and like, you know, getting some tips on her. And then we motivate and inspire each other. And you're like, you know, if I do coffee, I can maybe make it a bulletproof coffee or something, you know, with regards to I think she was the one who was saying that. Anyway, the idea is that we just get more ideas, and we don't feel like we're having to do something alone, or that it's on our check sheet and we now need to tick it off and be like, okay, I've done my reset, done. Okay, next thing on the list to go. But actually really feeling into, okay, there's so much going on right now. What do I need that is going to support me through all this transition the greatest? So I'm so glad that you picked that up so easily and that you were able to share that so eloquently as well. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is just give a quick update on like what's happening this month, so everyone knows where we're heading and what's happening, and then we'll have a good catch up next month again. So this is my birthday month, yay! Which is exciting. And I've just decided it's my 42nd year around the stars and the planet and the sun. Well, they're around me and I'll be going around the sun. And I'm going to put together some really awesome specials and freebies this year for everyone, or this month. So those will all be coming out in my private Facebook group and newsletter. So if anyone is interested in getting into those ones fast and quickly, be sure that you catch up with those. And then my theme, every month I have a theme, and I'm really wanting to delve into Ayurveda and just like how simple can we make it? Because when I first learned about Ayurveda, it seemed like complex and complicated, and there was so much to it, and it is beautiful, and it is in depth, and it is there is so much depth to it, and we can actually simplify it to be practical and implementable for us in our life wherever we're at. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month, just showing how Ayurveda can be super simple. That's it.
I really look forward to that because it's such an ancient art and such an ancient practice, you know, and it's interesting how Ayurveda has come into my conversations a lot actually this week, you know, because it's about the food that we eat. You know, the food that we eat is a direct result of our health and well-being, and, you know, on the other side too. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that's amazing, and thank you for simplifying that, because once again, you know, if you have so much on your plate, as many people do, you know, just kind of doing life and trying to get through, having that simplified and being able to implement bits and pieces into your daily life, you know, can make such a huge difference to your constitution and to your balance, wherever you are in the world. Yeah. So I think that the theme at the moment really is about trying to, in a simple way, change and tweak little things in your daily routine to really get you onto a healthy mindset, healthy track, because we are ending, I mean, it's October now, we've got 3 months till the end of the year. And, you know, usually in December, the lids fall off, the wheels fall off, everything falls off. So yes, make sure to get onto Nina's newsletter, and yeah, just be a part of all those tips and tricks, and you will thank yourself in December.
Exactly. You know, one of the smallest things can be just be like, you know what, I'm going to start my day with a mug of hot warm water. It's not like I'm not going to have coffee. I'm not going to not have my tea. I'm just going to start my day with water. And just doing like you're saying, just one simple little change is going to, if you do it consistently, is going to have such a positive long-term effect on your body and your health. So it doesn't hectic, massive changes in your life, but just simple little ones that are easy enough to do. So yeah. Thanks.
Yay, you got it.
Sending you so much love.